Hello, welcome to another video. Earlier, say earlier, yesterday for you guys, looked at the 40k stuff that was revealed at Adepticon today, slash few minutes for me. We're going to be looking at the Age of Sigmar stuff, so I will preface this with saying I I know next to nothing about AOS. It's something that I've always looked in on and gone, that looks fun, but never really until now dipped my toes in. So yeah, I did debate doing this video, but I thought, yeah, why not? It's views at the end of the day. So yeah, so it's starting off proceedings with the Seraphon reveals, which I know very little about AOS. I know even less about Seraphon, so this is gonna be fun. I know there were some Seraphon reveals a while back. So yeah, starting off with Agrodon Lancers, I do like the look of these minis. They do look really nice. Some sort of fairly heavy cavalry, I guess. Really nice paint jobs, really nice sculpts. Like they do look really nice. Like I can't say much about them because I just don't know much about them. Yeah, and it says Thundering Shock Cavalry. Yeah, they're heavy cavalry that are just there to just run in, mess things up. Um, yeah, I'm a big fan, and also it looks like this box set will be able to able to make a character out of it, which is always nice. Um, I love this guy. He looks so cool. Looks so very cool. I am a big fan. Um, yeah, and then we get to Croxigles, which again, these lads look so good. Like these are the sort of thing that I'd love to pick up for things like just to have as enemies for things like D&D and other tabletop games, just because of how cool they look. Um, yeah. Croxigal warp spawned. What's the difference? Croxigals and warp spawned. Um, okay, they look a bit more up armored, heavier, slightly heavier weapons, and they've got slightly a couple of them anyway. Have this guy's got a big thing on his tail, so yeah, slightly up armored, and there's an army set coming out for them and a battle tome, which I think they said this is the summer, so this will be. I imagine this will. Maybe either probably just before or just after 10th Ed comes out. So yeah, I'm very sorry about how brief this is. Obviously, if you're a Seraphon fan, this will be on the Warhammer community website anyway, for you to take a look at. Yeah. And here we have Ossiarch Bone Reapers, Soulblight Gravelord heroes. So, Grand Alliance Death stuff, which, yeah. Mortisan Ossifector, I think that is. This looks so cool. Again, very, very, like, I think that, it looks so good. Like, there's a lot to like about this. Like, yeah, I think everything I've seen of Age of Sigmar stuff is all the heroes look so good. Like, there's so much scope to paint different styles and different things. Like here, you've got a lot of cloth. You've got your if I can zoom in properly. You've got cloth. You've got bone. Like maybe some metal. And then you've got all this spooky smoke as well, and it's just a nice little project, and the details are so nice too. It's a very nice like centerpiece model for your force, I think. Um, yeah, so some sort of cadaverous constructs that make up. Yeah, it looks like it's some sort of spooky spellcaster. um, yeah, it imbues dead things with some sort of maybe not will, but yeah. And then Battle Tome for the Bone Reapers. Very nice book. Very nice cover art. Yeah. And then Ivia Volga, the Outcast. That's I like that. I like that a lot. Nice legs, love. But yeah, again, it's got that very Slavic, almost Eastern European look to it, with the head, the hat thing there. So it follows a lot of the design language of the Cursed City stuff, which that's a very nice nice axe too. Um, Sort of a spooky vampire werewolfy woman. Again, a bit less than the uh, Bone Lad, but there's still a lot of different things that you can paint. You've got bits of metal, fur, cloth, you know. So it's still quite a nice little project of different textures and materials to paint. And as ever, something I didn't really mention in the Lionel Johnson thing, the painting of the cloth is exquisite, and it always is for Games Workshop minis, and it's so good. Big fan. Uh, some different angles that really nice. I'm a big fan of the axe, and then Battle Tome for Soulblight Gravelords. Yeah, big fan of those. Again, I'm not sticking around to talk about these a huge amount because I don't know much, and even if I read through the article more like I did for the 40k stuff, it would all just go over my head. I don't know anything about this stuff. I just want to show it off because I'm sure someone will enjoy it. And if you do know what all this stuff is, feel free to tell me. Give me an education on Age of Sigmar. I'd love to. And this is something that has intrigued me for a while. Cities of Sigmar. I am a big fan of just the guys, the lads who are just stuck in the mud and the shit against insurmountable odds and foes that just make no sense to the mortal mind, which is why I love Imperial Guard. It's why I love, I still love playing humans in D&D just for that fact of, you know, they're like, what the fuck? you know, I think it's fascinating to me. Yeah, blend of classic elements and new designs. These are humble soldiery of God King cities. Yeah, it's just they are just guys who are just like, hey, you can pick up a sword and you can carry a shield. Try not to die, please. Yeah. So if I were to really get into Age of Sigmar, I'd almost definitely be having a go at these. So yeah, Cities of Sigmar is looking to be autumn, which is a shame because again, this time next year we're probably going to be looking at AOS again. Um, so yeah, so a couple unannounced stuff. So summer Seraphon. So yeah, um, new General's Handbook, which I think is sort of like their new rules, new missions. Um, and finally, we have something that I've really been tempted to pick up just because of how light and simple it all is, just in terms of space. And that is a new update for Warhammer Underworlds. Underworlds to me has always looked really cool, and I heard mixed things about it when it first came out. But since they've really dived into the whole rivals system, I really want to give it a go, especially because it's 4 or 5 minis at most. Um, I mean, there's this box, Weird Hollow. One of the teams is 3 minis, from what I can tell, so it's really not a lot. So, yeah, this is a new sort of starter box that will come with all the rules and all the things you need for it. So all the rules, dice, minis, your boards. So yeah, nice fresh start if you've never played like I have. Um, and the minis always look spot on. Like here you've got some Stormcaster Tunnel. Uh, they're the spellcasters. I can't remember what they're called now. But yeah, so Dominton Stormcoven are trio of Knights Arcanum. So sorry, this box is looking to be very spellcaster heavy, which is interesting. So I imagine I'm imagining it's going to be a lot of ranged spells thrown around, which that's a really cool idea. And like I say, these minis look really nice. You know, both as um, minis, obviously for Underworlds, alternative poses for your Knights Arcanum, because they're all 3 of them are not Knights Arcanum, so you could easily switch things around and have, I'm imagining you can field multiple Knights Arcanum if you wanted to. And just having alternative poses for the one that comes in all the starter boxes. This is nice. I'm a really big fan of these. Especially this last one. I love the any minis carrying a sword. I'm a big fan of. Also, this one. Really like the whole lifting, you know, bits of rubble. So maybe that's a mechanic. And here we have Ephraim's Pandemonium. So these are all Tzeentchian demons, which I love the colours on this. I'm a big fan of just the weird, vibrant colours. Some demons, again. These will be great for obviously Underworlds, great for Age of Sigmar and Warcry, and also really good for all your miniatures agnostic games. Like these guys would make great wizards for not Stargrave, Frostgrave, um, or Forbidden Psalm, or any number of miniature agnostic games. So, and again, these lads are just vibrantly colourful, which I think is something that I love about Zeech stuff, that it's always big, bright purples and blues. And this lad's just terrifying. He's just a mouth with eyes and limbs. It's fucking horrific, and I love it. Anyway, yeah. Here's everything that's in the box. So excluding the rules books that you'd also get. So it's an amount. It's nice, Also comes with 4 rivals decks, so you can go straight in playing these decks, which is it's lovely. Yeah, big fan. Big fan of that. So yeah, I'm gonna stop on this one. So yeah, that was the Age of Sigmar reveals. I'm sorry it's not as in depth as the 40k stuff, but like I say, I'm not clued in on Age of Sigmar. I hope that to change soon as I go through the magazine, Stormbringer. I hope that will change soon because it's something that interests me. And just, it all looks so good. It all looks so good. So, yeah. So if you did enjoy this video, drop a comment or a like or one of those things. Maybe subscribe. You know, we are almost at 50 subscribers at the time of recording. Maybe, just maybe, the videos that I put out today and this one that will be going out tomorrow will push us over that, hopefully, maybe. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your hobby, whether you're, painting new minis, assembling stuff, trying not to slice your fingers open with hobby knives. Yeah, enjoy yourselves and take care of each other.